Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
What is up?
They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Williams will get this out wide to Odunze. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Bears at 5 and 6 to start play. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They'll run here with Monungai. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, if you're the team that has the ball, you're loving this series. No matter what you're dialing up, in the air, on the ground, you're getting big-time chunks of yardage. And right now, they've got that defense wobbling.
What is up?
They'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And he takes a pretty good lift there as they wind up getting about 3. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
What is it on?
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On the ground, it's Monunga. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Kyle Monunga with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Goff. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Goff now looking to throw. Pass to Bowers once again. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Goff now looks to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. It's Goff. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Williams looking to do it himself. There's a short one caught by Logan. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throw right side taken in by Adunze. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Running is Monunga. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kyle Monunga with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. first target, first catch, and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's Goff. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back to throw. Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Urban. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A quick throw to Odunze on the RPO. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run. Manungai. He'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 6.
What is it on?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Manungai. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. To throw, Williams. And now in the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
This will be caught just inside the 10. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Touchdown! Kirsten Loveland in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos able to tank on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Irvin. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Once again, it's Irvin. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he'll work this one out to about the 38. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Goff now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9.
Now 2nd and 9. Quick throw there is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hold on. Black 20. Shell.
From the 50, it's Goff. Short throw caught by Bowers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
180.
To throw is gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Like 20. Ric Flair.
Goff throwing again. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score a pick six for Bears touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So, you know, the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise, they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is, don't quit competing.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Shot. Right foot. Shot.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go. 180.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A shotgun snap for Goff. Short throw caught by Bowers. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
40.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and 3. That'll give Irving running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Right 20.
Now gone. That is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Throw's going to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Gets past 1 man. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. Probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd down and 4. Now it's gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Goff. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Here's Goff. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Buccaneers, first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
Ric Flair. What's up?
Gone. Right back to Chris Godwin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 16-yard line.
What? What's that?
They run out of the gun with Irving. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
180.
Goff now looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bowers. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll come out in the pistol.
2 for 1. 20.
Now gone. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Kyle Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready, set, here we go, hit back. Jordan.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. Now Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This is 1st and 10.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Buccaneers.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10.
Well, you want 180.
Here's Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bowers. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Out of the gun, Goff. Open man is Myers. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. Back to throw, Goff. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
20.
To the air again. Goff. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 16. From the gun, here's Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win.
Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Chicago, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the